suffixen. We're now going to discuss suffixes, but I put in suffixen because somewhere along the line I learned a rule that if a word ends in X and you want to do plurals, you add en, like vixen is really any vix. Vixen is plural for vix, supposedly. This is what I learned. So that's why I said suffixen. I want to talk about suffixes, which is probably the way you'd prefer. I don't know if it's that much difference in the correct usage here. I'm going to use suffixes. I hope that's correct. If it's not, somebody out there let me know. And I'm learning. I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. Like I say, I study words, and I'm still studying, and I'm still learning. And as I learn more, I'll pass that on to you. Anyway, a suffix is a little word which you normally add to another word in order to get a different slant or specific understanding of a particular idea that is trying to get across to another person. Some suffixen are included here. And here we go. We have a suffix ik or ickle, which is the science of having to do with whatever is in front of the suffix. Ik or ickle kind of refers to a suffix. It's also another meaning is like or having the nature of whatever is in front of the suffix. Now, ist, I-S-T, ist, someone who practices or is a believer in or specializes in whatever is in front of the suffix ist. Another suffix, er, indicates someone or something that is or works at, or someone who does that which is in front of the suffix, as in the case of a philologer. Remember philo, love, log, word, somebody who studies words. Okay. Like I say, you'll need to review these tapes over, and I've already taped a portion of this show, and I've studied it about 4 or 5 times, and I learned a lot. From the 4th time or 5th time that I watched it, I still learn. So every time it's kind of like reading the Bible. I've read the Bible about 10 times, and every time I read the Bible, I learn something new. And it's a good thing. Repetition is good. 5th word, I think it's the 5th word. I may be wrong about the number. Science. It comes from the Latin scientia, which means knowledge. Now that's a bit of a misnomer. A misnomer is something that's not quite accurate. So when you say science equals knowledge, that's what it means. But in actuality and practice, there's an awful lot of scientists out here who are just guessing. They don't really know. Scientists do not know everything. In fact, I'd venture to say they don't know anything. They're just learning. And to prove the proof of that is every day they come out with a new law that denigrates, which means does away with, a law that they taught previously as being actuality. Actuality is another word we got to get into because there's a difference between actuality and reality. Anyway, a scientist, I-S-T at the end, is someone who thinks that they know everything. That's my definition. But I guess basically the definition is someone who knows everything. Well, they don't know everything. It's kind of the same as arrogant. Someone who's arrogant also thinks that they know everything. So a lot of scientists are arrogant, and a lot of scientists think they're God. And that's another story we're going to cover somewhere along the line in this series. Anyway, this is important for everybody to know. And it's important for you and I to know. I cannot iterate, that means repeat, enough. We've got to know the following. Nobody on this planet knows everything. Nobody. No scientist, no doctor, no professor, no teacher, no minister, no rich person, no famous person, no politician, no lawyer, no college graduate, no copywriter, no copy reader. no talk show host, no television interviewer, no sports figure, no movie or rock star. Nobody. Not even me. Nobody on this planet knows everything. You need to know that, because a lot of people would have you believe they do. And they don't. The devil would have you believe that he knows everything. He does not. Everybody on this planet is both a teacher and a student. Everybody. Although a lot of college graduates would say they're not learning anymore. Oh well. Now we're going to talk about the word philosophy. It's another mantle that I wear. Philosophy is love. Again, from the Greek. We got the word knowledge is science from the Latin, but the word knowledge from the Greek is Sophie or Sophia. So the word philosophy, philo, love, Sophie or Sophia. The reason I say it different ways because different people pronounce it different ways, and I'm not going to say they're wrong in this instance. I will be telling you people are wrong. Anyway, knowledge. So philosophy is the love of knowledge. So then a philosopher, ER, add that to the end, it is someone who loves knowledge. Hence, me, a philosopher. If you love knowledge, you're a philosopher too. You know, you don't have to be a college graduate to be a philosopher. Because you can love knowledge and not be a college graduate, not even be a college student. You need to understand these things. A lot of people put college graduates on a big high pedestal that they don't belong to on. Or they put scientists or doctors or ministers or whatever on a big high pedestal they don't belong on. I don't belong on one either. Don't put me on one. Now we're going to talk about linguistics. Linguistics. This I didn't write down here that this is Latin, but let's say it is. I think it is lingua. Yeah, I think it's Latin for tongue. And so linguistics is the study of language, including syntax, which is how words are put together. Language is, sentences. Descriptive, historical, comparative, and geographical. The study of structure, development, etc. of languages. A linguist is a person skilled in languages or a specialist in languages or linguistics.